Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jazzy if this is your first time stopping by. Today I want to talk about the notion that energy is currency. I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts the other day, Aaron Doughty, maybe you've heard of him, and he's covering some of the teachings of Joe Dispenza. But something in there that he said is that your energy is your currency. And I have heard that before. Many of you have probably heard that before, but for whatever reason, it just resonated with me in a new way when I heard him say this. So here's what Aaron had to say about the subject of energy. Energy is what helps you manifest the things that you want in your life. The more energy you have, the more you're able to channel that into things that you want to manifest. We all have our own understanding of what energy is, how we use it, our relationship with our own, and it's been a bit of a hot buzzword for, I would say, about a decade now or so. But what Aaron's referring to here is surplus energy. We all have a certain amount of energy that we require to survive, just to roll out of bed and make it to work and back and maybe eat a muffin. Surplus energy is the energy that beyond which keeps you surviving. So it's actually the surplus energy that you have that gets put out into the world and is able to ultimately make its way back to you in the form of dreams, manifestations, goals, things that you worked for, things that you wanted, success, etc. You may have heard this concept before. I'm sure I have come across information similar to this before, but for some reason it just made sense to me in a whole different way. Additional energy that we would use to create or to serve others, or in my case, to build another business. If you're someone who has been working towards something or trying to make something happen and you can't figure out why it's not happening yet, maybe try looking at the energy that you have, that you use to get by day to day, and look at ways that you could improve your surplus energy so that you actually have more to give and to put into the thing that you want to build or that you want to grow in your life. I'll share a little story with you guys. So as you know, I have two successful businesses, brick and mortar businesses, that I spent the last 4 years building, had a lot of success with it, a lot of clients. I found that the more I worked, the more clients would come, and it just turned into this thing that started flowing and making a lot of money and bringing a lot of goodness into my life. So that was all fine and great. About a year ago, I decided I wanted to build an online business. I'm someone who does have actually the flexibility to be able to have an extra 10, 20, 25 hours a week to build an online business, because I had built my salon business up to the level where I didn't need to be there all the time. I can set my own hours. I wanted to be able to do both successfully. Well, it didn't quite go that way. I found myself just sort of hitting my head against a wall and not really gaining any traction in my online business. Of course, I had my beauty business thriving and going well, but I really wanted to build this online thing, and I could not figure out, why isn't this happening? My online business for the most part is selling online courses. I do have products and stuff on Amazon. So I've been working on this for a while. How come I'm not breaking through? How come I'm not getting further with this? And what I realized is, yes, I've created one successful business over here, but I now have, I guess, what you could describe as a higher baseline of survival energy that is required of me now. What I worked to get to up to now is not going to work to push me even further. I'm going to have to dig deeper. I'm going to have to find an even deeper well of energy within me to now maintain the lifestyle that I enjoy now, but to also move further and level up and be able to give more and serve more and create premium products and just in general function at a higher level as somebody who has not only one business now, but 2 or 3 and multiple. So this was definitely an aha moment for me, because I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. I was trying to implement all of these productivity techniques. I'm going to the gym more and I'm thinking, I need more energy, I need more energy. I have raised and improved significantly from, let's say, jazzy 5 years ago, and even jazzy 3 years ago. But it's still going to require more if I want to be able to do more going forward. So for you to get the energy that you want to be able to level up your life, start by cleaning up all of the bad habits and thoughts and beliefs that are not serving you. Take inventory of your entire daily routine and look at some of the things that are actually draining your energy and not adding to it. Things that are surely energy killers: eating bad food, consuming too much TV or social media, smoking weed. These are just a few that come to my mind just off the top of my head. And if these are things that you are doing or that are consuming a lot of your attention, then you need to really look at those and consider eliminating some of them. Because there's no possible way to make room for good habits until you eliminate the bad. Start to take more seriously what you're putting your attention towards. And I don't mean the daily attention that you put into your job. Do I just want to have enough energy to just wake up and make it to work today and come home, maybe feed my kids and go to sleep and start all over again? You know, you want to thrive, not just survive. Where your attention goes, energy flows. And again, guys, if you're in any way interested in personal development, I'm certain that this is not the first time you've heard this, but hopefully it's a new way of presenting it to you to help you understand that your attention is super precious. And if you're looking for more energy in external things like coffee or energy drinks, consider for a moment that eliminating some things will actually create that space that you need to have a more authentic energy that's coming from inside of you, that is actually motivating you. So the easiest, most readily available things that you can add to your life right now that are free would be meditation, exercise, and increasing your personal discipline. Like I mentioned earlier, really do a serious inventory of your entire day, even your days off. What is your time spent doing, consuming? Could some of these things be eliminated or just cut down upon in order to help you create more space? I know that for me, learning to monitor my thoughts was a really powerful tool in this whole process. When I would have lazy thoughts, or when I would make excuses, when I would think about, putting something off, or sleeping in really late. Some of the bad thoughts that I was having were also contributing to me feeling that kind of drained feeling. I would just stop and rewind and tell myself a new thought. Remind yourself of the new game plan constantly. And it's okay if you have lazy thoughts. It's okay if you have thoughts that are more like the old you. As soon as you catch yourself having those thoughts, you're able to cut it off, flip the switch, and tell yourself a new thought. And it's just like going to the gym. It's just like a muscle. It's something that you have to do every day. If you want to hear more about the podcast that I'm referencing by Aaron Doughty, you can find that on Apple Podcasts, and it's called the Expand Your Awareness Podcast. I highly recommend it. He is awesome. I'm a little bit excited about this shift and about what I'm going to do with this new information that I have. Firstly, I'm going to stop beating myself up and stop feeling guilty about the effort that I'm putting into building this new business and not arriving there right away or instantaneously. I'm starting to kind of understand now that this is really a process, that the level of energy that was required of me to survive 4 years ago is no longer the same level of energy that's required today. If I truly want to build and manifest more goals and dreams that I have, that I'm going to actually need to create a surplus to work from, to be able to create and serve others and do all these wonderful things. And actually, I'm really excited about that. Thanks for watching today, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out the links in the description.